Okay, guys, we are live. Glad to have everybody. Tonight, like I said, we're going to be talking a little bit about the ADB, the Automated Downline Builder Program. I want to get you caught up exactly where we're at so you can see exactly how we're progressing, what we're doing, and our official target date for the official launch, but also let you know what we got available right now. And then anybody who does participate in the ADB right now, I'll let you know some of the advantages that you'll have to participate even before we officially launch it. And again, the ADB stands for the Automated Downline Builder System. And give me 1 second here, so I'll make sure I got everybody muted. And I'm going to walk you through this really simple. What is the ADB? It's a very simple platform. We have a capture page system, an autoresponder system. We've got a publisher site where people go who are looking for opportunities. They fill out a form online that says, hey, I'm looking for a home-based business. That then generates the leads. We then take those leads and we load those into your ADB system, and then we systematically send out emails. And and there's 20 different emails that's going to get sent out through multiple different venues that we've got, all funnels down to produce buying customers for you. And again, that's the key to succeeding. And again, before I get into the details, I want you to know I'm not making any income guarantees. I'm not making any guarantees of anything. This is just a system that we set up to assist our IBOs in building their business. And here's structurally how it works. We load 200 leads into the ADB every month. We'll send out 20 different emails over the next 3 months to all these different venues. We'll send them out to travel venues, or Coral Calcium product, which is branded as Izzy Light, Healthy Coffee, which is iPrime Java, our mineral product, which is Izzy Night, skincare, weight loss, lead generation, business opportunity, and more to come. The bigger our team gets, the more venues we'll be adding, and of course that will just increase the amount of exposure we're going to be making to the people who join the ADB. And then what happens is you let the system go to work for you. The system will sift, the system will sort, and the system will start people for you. The only time you actually will have to call one of your prospects is after they join. And again, you got to realize is these emails go out. The emails are designed to relate to the masses. It's designed to relate to the people who are kind of like us, who are people who've always wanted to make money in this industry, and for whatever reason, it just seems like it's just never happened. Well, and I think if you kind of step back and you take a look and you see how most companies operate, most companies will go off and they'll bring in some guru and try to get some input from them on how they want to structure, their business model. And the reason a company will bring in a guru is because the company's looking to get as many people involved as fast as they can, so they can get to a cash flow position as fast as they can. So they listen to these gurus. Well, the gurus fundamentally want to take care of themselves. They want to set up front side programs that can make a lot of revenue for them. They're structurally, even though they talk about they would like to have backside income, they'd like to have residual income. Most of these gurus are basically they milk something for much as they possibly can, and then they're off to something else. And again, evident to me, because I had people that I thought were legitimate business people like I was, and so when I initially brought them into our platform, I thought they're going to roll their sleeves up and they're going to go to work and they're going to do what it's going to take to succeed. Well, what they just milked it for as much as they possibly could, and they went on to something different. And then all of a sudden they start emailing me, hey, I got this deal, I got this deal, I got this deal. Well, just got to realize that if you're going to succeed in anything, you first got to realize you're going to have to do what it takes to succeed. There's no such thing as a get-rich-quick deal. Anything you do will take some effort. It will take some massive passion. It will take some consistency of effort. Now, the reason we designed the ADB as we did was because, unlike the gurus, most of us don't look at ourselves as salespeople. Out of 100 people in the marketplace, 97% of them are like us. It's kind of like when, and I have people, they send me samples all the time. Hey, try this product. And I'm thinking, okay, well, why are you sending me these products? Well, the reason they're sending products to me is because they think that, I can bring in all these people and they can get rich off of me. But the last thing I'm ever going to do is send anybody a sample product. Because the minute you send a sample product to somebody, the perception in their mind is that I'm a salesperson and I want them to become a salesperson. And I know 97 out of 100 people, that's the last thing they want to do. They might buy the product. Okay. And again, this will all start kind of making sense as you start visualizing this, so that the masses of the people aren't salespeople. So when they get a product, they probably will buy the product, but they'll never recruit anybody. They'll never refer anybody because they're not a salesperson. They don't even want to even to admit that they're involved in something that is sales. And so that's why a lot of these gurus, they talk to business owners into putting in front side programs, because all they're really good at, they got 150, 200,000, they got a 500,000 database of names, and they can go off and they can blitz it, and they can get people involved in something new, and again, make as much money as they possibly can. What we put together with the ADB is a system that's designed for the common person who wants to build something one time and have it last for the test of time. And after years of being involved in this industry, here's what a handful of us have figured out: that the companies don't have a clue what they're doing. Okay, and so if they don't have a clue what they're doing, and they cater towards basically milk and run, or they cater towards platforms that demand you bring in salespeople, which automatically eliminates the masses. Then we're going to struggle. We're going to be stuck with our crazy jobs for the rest of our life. So the ADB is designed specifically, those 20 emails that's going to go out, they're going out to relate to us. They're not going out to relate to the guru. They're not going out to relate to the person, who's a salesperson. It's going out to relate to somebody who's not a salesperson. And I could read you some of the campaigns, but we'll kind of roll those out for you. And as you start seeing the emails as they come out, you start to realize we've set this up to, again, one of the keys that we look at in business and making money is, if you want to live with the classes, you got to serve the masses, and the masses are non-sales type people. And so we're not really out pitching products, although we need consumption of products. What we're doing is we're trying to build an organization of people who want to change their life, who don't want to sell. So those emails will go out. We drip on them. And now, of course, some of the people might become consumers and they'll join. Some people will start off as a consumer. They'll start buying our Izzy Light product and they'll love it. And all of a sudden they feel good about it. Now they might refer that to some of their friends, and then that's cool. And with our referral program that we've got set up for the consumer, we appreciate their referral. And so we let them know by giving them basically an override off the purchase that's made by their customer. And what's cool about our platform is that a customer doesn't have to buy a product to get a referral. So if you refer another customer to buy our product, even if you don't buy anything, we're still going to give you a referral bonus, which again, you'll want to watch the video on our, and I don't have it up on the page right now, but you go to your iClub Biz underneath your opportunity section, and you want to watch the ADB, the Automated Downline Builder presentation, and that will explain to you the psychology behind consumer referrals. And again, so as these emails drip on them, all of a sudden it sifts them, it sorts them, and it starts to people. You don't have to do it. The system will do it for you. It's always in building their business. And here's structurally how it works. We load 200 leads into the ADB every month. We'll send out 20 different emails over the next 3 months to all these different venues. We'll send them out to travel venues, or Coral Calcium product, which is branded as Izzy Light, Healthy Coffee, which is iPrime Java, our mineral product, which is Izzy Night, skincare, weight loss, lead generation, business opportunity, and more to come. The bigger our team gets, the more venues we'll be adding, and of course that will just increase the amount of exposure we're going to be making to the people who join the ADB. And then what happens is you let the system go to work for you. The system will sift, the system will sort, and the system will start people for you. The only time you actually will have to call one of your prospects is after they join. And again, you got to realize is these emails go out. The emails are designed to relate to the masses. It's designed to relate to the people who are kind of like us, who are people who've always wanted to make money in this industry, and for whatever reason, it just seems like it's just never happened. Well, and I think if you kind of step back and you take a look and you see how most companies operate, most companies will go off and they'll bring in some guru and try to get some input from them on how they want to structure, their business model. And the reason a company will bring in a guru is because the company's looking to get as many people involved as fast as they can, so they can get to a cash flow position as fast as they can. So they listen to these gurus. Well, the gurus fundamentally want to take care of themselves. They want to set up front side programs that can make a lot of revenue for them. They're structurally, even though they talk about they would like to have backside income, they'd like to have residual income. Most of these gurus are basically they milk something for much as they possibly can, and then they're off to something else. And again, evident to me, because I had people that I thought were legitimate business people like I was. And so when I initially brought them into our platform, I thought they're going to roll their sleeves up and they're going to go to work and they're going to do what it's going to take to succeed. Well, what they just milked it for as much as they possibly could, and they went on to something different. And then all of a sudden they start emailing me, hey, I got this deal, I got this deal, I got this deal. Well, just got to realize that if you're going to succeed in anything, you first got to realize you're going to have to do what it takes to succeed. There's no such thing as a get-rich-quick deal. Anything you do will take some effort. It will take some massive passion. It will take some consistency of effort. Now, the reason we designed the ADB as we did was because, unlike the gurus, most of us don't look at ourselves as salespeople. Out of 100 people in the marketplace, 97% of them are like us. It's kind of like when, and I have people, they send me samples all the time. Hey, try this product. And I'm thinking, okay, well, why are you sending me these products? Well, the reason they're sending products to me is because they think that, I can bring in all these people and they can get rich off of me. But the last thing I'm ever going to do is send anybody a sample product. Because the minute you send a sample product to somebody, the perception in their mind is that I'm a salesperson and I want them to become a salesperson. And I know 97 out of 100 people, that's the last thing they want to do. They might buy the product. Okay. And again, this will all start kind of making sense as you start visualizing this, so that the masses of the people aren't salespeople. So when they get a product, they probably will buy the product, but they'll never recruit anybody. They'll never refer anybody because they're not a salesperson. They don't even want to even to admit that they're involved in something that is sales. And so that's why a lot of these gurus, they talk to business owners into putting in front side programs, because all they're really good at, they got 150, 200,000, they got a 500,000 database of names, and they can go off and they can blitz it and they can get people involved in something new, and again, make as much money as they possibly can. What we put together with the ADB is a system that's designed for the common person who wants to build something one time and have it last for the test of time. And after years of being involved in this industry, here's what a handful of us have figured out: that the companies don't have a clue what they're doing. Okay, and so if they don't have a clue what they're doing, and they cater towards basically milk and run, or they cater towards platforms that demand you bring in salespeople, which automatically eliminates the masses. Then we're going to struggle. We're going to be stuck with our crazy jobs for the rest of our life. So the ADB is designed specifically, those 20 emails that's going to go out, they're going out to relate to us. They're not going out to relate to the guru. They're not going out to relate to the person, who's a salesperson. It's going out to relate to somebody who's not a salesperson. And I could read you some of the campaigns, but we'll kind of roll those out for you. And as you start seeing the emails as they come out, you start to realize we've set this up to, again, one of the keys that we look at in business and making money is, if you want to live with the classes, you got to serve the masses, and the masses are non-sales type people. And so we're not really out pitching products, although we need consumption of products. What we're doing is we're trying to build an organization of people who want to change their life, who don't want to sell. So those emails will go out. We drip on them. And now, of course, some of the people might become consumers and they'll join. Some people will start off as a consumer. They'll start buying our Izzy Life product and they'll love it. And all of a sudden they feel good about it. Now they might refer that to some of their friends, and then that's cool. And with our referral program that we've got set up for the consumer, we appreciate their referral. And so we let them know by giving them basically an override off the purchase that's made by their customer. And what's cool about our platform is that a customer doesn't have to buy a product to get a referral. So if you refer another customer to buy our product, even if you don't buy anything, we're still going to give you a referral bonus, which again, you'll want to watch the video on our, and I don't have it up on the page right now, but you go to your iClub Biz underneath your opportunity section, and you want to watch the ADB, the Automated Downline Builder presentation, and that will explain to you the psychology behind consumer referrals. And again, so as these emails drip on them, all of a sudden it sifts them, it sorts them, and it starts to people. You don't have to do it. The system will do it for you. It's automated from your standpoint. Now, our official launch of the ADB is November 1st. Okay. Now we're gonna recommend you all participate early and get involved now. Okay, because after the launch, again, it's going to cost, and again, as I walk you through this, there's going to be some extra added benefit in it for you if you get involved before we launch. Okay, but our target date is November 1st. Now, here's what we got live right now. We got 3 capture pages that are live. So in other words, we're going to load those 200 emails into your autoresponder. We're going to start sending emails out. And right now there's 3 different capture pages that we're going to send those prospects to. The first one is, are you tired of not making any money? Strictly geared to relate to the common person. The second one is, hey, how to take advantage of the fastest growing business in 2017. And then the other one is, finally a travel program that makes sense. And so those 3 capture pages are written. The autoresponders are in the process of being written, but as soon as the leads are loaded into your ADB system, the first emails goes out. It's going to send them to capture page 11, then capture page 12, then capture page 10, and then we got some more capture pages that are getting close to being released. Capture page 05 is a silent killer. And again, we're going to work on the art on this particular capture page, but it's going to be gearing, towards, hey, you need to become part of the new, centennial crowd. I mean, our bodies have been designed to last to be 125 years and die naturally. And so all of us, we're sick, we're dying early. And, in the silent killer, we want to expose to what the silent killer is. And this is going to get them to go to your Izzy Light page. Okay. The next one is going to learn what the top producers do to generate 2 signups per day. Okay, and that's where we're really going to take them through the ADB system and walk them through it, how simple it is. And again, once they see how simple it is, you're going to have people joining you just for the ADB. Okay, and then the third one that's going to be coming up quickly is a travel platform, but it's really geared towards, everybody's out pitching these overpriced travel programs. I mean, and again, the little video in there is going to say, hey, listen, if you've been told that $365 up front or $360 up front and $65 a month is a good deal for a travel program, then you need to take, you need to roll back, the sheet from your eyes, because that ain't true. Okay, and we actually have a product that the consuming public's going to embrace, and they're going to purchase it on an ongoing basis. And how cool would it be that you could actually make real money in the travel industry with a product that every consumer embraces and loves, and it's going to gear them towards, after they fill out the information, take them to your Extreme Savings Travel Club site. And then we got some more capture pages that are coming out. Okay, learn how to do what the pros do, and then money does fall from trees. Again, these are capture pages that are going to be written to relate to the masses. And then this is another product focus capture page, and it says every sickness, every disease it can be traced back to this. Okay, and so that, again, we want to captivate them, get them to click on it, and all these will take them to about a 60 to 70 second commercial to whet their appetite enough where they're willing to know more. And then we're going to take them into, again, you learn how to profit, on the coffee industry. 150 billion cups of coffee are consumed every year in the United States. Okay, that's a huge. I mean, you go through the grocery store aisle, and you got aisles just full of coffee beans and flavors and all this kind of stuff. There's huge bucks there. How'd you like to get a piece of the action? So we're again, you click here. We're going to give a 60 to 70 second commercial. Again, learn how to help people improve their life through weight loss. Learn how to look 10 years younger in 30 minutes. These are again. The capture pages that are set with a 60-second commercial, and each one of these commercials will bring them to to a point that they want to know more. Okay, and say, Willie, did you have a question, Willie?
Something.
Yeah, Willie, did you have a question?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I wasn't muted.
Oh, okay, no problem. Perfect. And again, hey guys, and trust me, these presentations, we're a team. We're a group of individuals who are cooperatively working together to create, economic prosperity for the team through buying power. We're collaborating together. So if you got questions, feel free to, if you need to ask something in the chat area, say, hey, open me up. And again, there is no bad question, because if you got a question, somebody else has probably got that question. Okay. And I'm just rolling you through what we're working on now. We got some editable capture paste. Now these are cool too. These will be written to relate to the masses, but each one of these 4 pages, 06, 07, 14, and 15, they will be ones that, if you have the skill set and you've got some a technology background, you'll be able to actually log in and tweak and adjust these to do whatever you want to do, but they will be written that if you don't, they still work for you. Okay, so there'll be 4 pages there. And then we also have a lot of generic capture pages too. And again, if you're in this industry, and I tell people this is, back in the old days, when I first got involved in this industry, they told you, you needed to stay focused on your company, and you needed to be loyal. They said that, your network marketing company was like a marriage. Well, that was kind of bizarre. Okay, because network marketing is not a marriage. Network marketing is a relationship. And the way I look at it, if a person only has one friend, that person's kind of weird. Okay, so if you're a good person and you got a personality that's kind of magnetic, you're going to have lots of friends. Well, guess what? If you're in this industry, you're probably involved with more than one program. Okay, well, if you're involved with one program, here's what I know: the one you're making the most money on, the one you're having the most fun with, is the one you're going to spend the most time with. Okay. Now, having said that, so let's say you're in an energy program. You're in, and again, I'm not going to name any of the companies, but let's say you're in one of those. Well, we're going to have generic capture pages that's going to help you to actually build traffic for that page too. Okay. If you're in another skincare program, if you're in another weight loss program, what we've done is we build generic capture pages that will work with you to help you build whatever company you're in. And again, if you got, in effect, this. And a guy just called me up last week and wanted to know if I could build a capture page for some energy medicine stuff. And here's what's cool. We can do it, okay? And so the goal here, again, once you understand the power of the ADB, the goal is to get people to partner with you, build a relationship with them so we can help them make money. The whole purpose of me being in this thing, the whole purpose of you being in this thing is to make money. Again, and I love what the people say, oh, no, I'm in it because I want to help people. Well, that's okay. If you're in an airplane, and if you ever pay attention to this, when the flight attendant comes out and says, in case of a sudden decompression in the plane, the first thing, these masks fall out of the top, what's the first thing they have you do? They say the first thing you do is put the mask on yourself because you can't help nobody if you're dead. Well, anybody that tells me, well, I'm in network marketing because I love helping people. Well, you know what? Let's get you to the point in time that money doesn't control you. Okay, and I get a kick out of it. I get all these people all the time. They say, well, Jeff, you talk so much about money, 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 money. There's more important things than money in life. I said, well, absolutely. I mean, my family is more important. My health is more important. There's a whole lot more things important. But I said, I want you to think about this. Just to show you a comparison, what's more important, would everybody agree that oxygen is more important than money? Anybody who would say that money is more important than oxygen, well, they got no brain. So if we all agree oxygen is more important than money, then here's my next question. When is the last time you've ever worried about oxygen? You don't. Why don't you worry about it? It's more important than money. Why don't you worry about it? You don't worry about it because you got enough. The only time you worry about oxygen is when you don't have enough. Here's what I know. The average person, in fact, is today, if you look at the economics of the common person today, we have less money coming in today than what we did 8 years ago. I'm not talking after inflation. I'm talking period. I'm talking about you're working more hours today, making less money than what you did 8 years ago. We've got no money. So the stress comes in, the pressure comes in, everybody's worried about money. What I want to help people do is get to the point in time that money doesn't control them. I want to get them to the point in time that they can do what they need to do. They can do what they want, when they want, with the people they want, because they want, and get money out of the picture. But you can't get money out of the picture until you first realize you need more money. So as you look how we roll this thing out, we're looking for people who just want to make more money. Well, what's the key to making money in this industry? If anybody tells you that the key to making money in this industry is not having a lot of people, they don't understand this industry. Network marketing is a method of making money that works best, okay, with a lot of people all doing a little bit. So the key words in there, a lot of people all doing a little bit. Direct sales, affiliate marketing, is where you have a few people doing a lot. In other words, where you have the salespeople going out and selling. We are not in direct sales. We are not an affiliate marketing company. We are a network marketing company. We're a group of individuals who are cooperatively working together to create economic prosperity for the team through buying power. Here's what we do. We look for people who have a dream in a heart that they can't get doing what they're doing, who'd be willing to buy stuff to get their dream. In other words, we use products to help people get stuff. Affiliate marketers, direct sales marketers, salespeople, they use people to sell products. We don't do that. We use products to help people. So the key to making money in this industry is you got to have a lot of people. The only way you get to have a lot of people is you got to have a system. You got to have a method that relates to the marketplace that this ain't sales. So as we drip on these people with these leads over and over and over, and all of a sudden, boom, they start to realize, well, I can do this. Because when the emails blast out and says, hey, Marlon, this is Jeff. You and I don't know each other. I got your name from a list, and I shot you this email to see if you're still looking, if you found what you're looking for. And I don't know, somewhere, blah, 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 but it's all done, electronically, okay? And then the next one pops out and says, hey, Marlon, I don't know if you're like me, but, a lot of people are just sick and tired of not making any money. I've tried everything under the sun, never really made any money. Ran across a group of guys who are cooperatively working together to help the common person get ahead. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you're open to check it out. I got a 60-second commercial. Just watch it. If you like it, great. I'll give you more information. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. You'll never hear from me again. No pressure. So what happens is it drips on them and drips on them and drips on them. They start to believe they can do this. And again, I had a guy I talked to this afternoon. He says, well, he says, like, what percentage will, what are the numbers? Exactly how many people will I be able to get? Well, I said, there's a life cycle of a prospect, okay? And constantly these prospects are going through this life cycle. And in this life cycle, there's a zone is called the looking zone. Okay. Now, if you send an email to somebody and it's in the inbox and they're not in the looking zone, they don't click on it. But if you get them an email, when they're in the looking zone, they click on it. And when they click on it, then you have an opportunity to get them to go ahead and, yep, I'd like to know more. So that's why we send out these 200 leads. We contact them 20 times over 3 months, because we want to be repetitious to get the best opportunity to hit them in the looking zone. Now, I've had some people ask me, hey, can I load more leads? Absolutely. Okay. If you're part of the ADB, we will give you an opportunity to load more qualified leads. We will have to basically validate them, to make sure, with the scrub them, to make sure that the email addresses are legit, because we can't put at risk our server. But absolutely, and that's some of the benefits that we're going to share with you about participating now before we actually go live. Now, our ADB sells for $75 a month. So for $75 a month, you get 200 leads basically loaded into your ADB, and the system automatically emails out 20 emails over the next 3 months, going to different venues. You have an option, if you want to go ahead and tweak and add and adjust that. But even if you don't do anything, just load them and let it go. It'll go to work for you. It'll sift them, it'll sort them, and it will start them for you. Now, I didn't get a chance to put all the numbers together, but I want to share this with you. Again, I'm not making any economic guarantee here, but let's say you use the system, okay? And again, and this is not even the products. This is strictly the ADB. Let's say you get 4 people who join through the ADB, and they say they like this and they join. And let's say those 4 get 4. Guys, when you get 2 levels deep, okay, you're making $132 a month. Now, you might be thinking, that's just, you get 4 and they get 4, you're making $132 a month. In fact, let me kind of interject this right now. I had somebody that we talked to and said, well, I guess I'm a little tight for money. Maybe I'll try it for a month. Listen very carefully. If you are not willing to give this 6 months, do not do this. Do not do this unless you're willing to give it 6 months. Remember, it's a cycle of life for the prospect. You got to get them in the looking zone, okay? And again, as you start to see how this whole thing works, every month we're loading 200 leads, and we're sending out emails over 3 months. So there's literally thousands of emails that's going out every month to prospects for you. You got to give it. Now, if you're not willing to give it 6 months, don't do it. But if you're willing to give it 6 months, all of a sudden you can see the possibilities start to open up. So here's what I tell people. What if you can get this so that in 6 months from now, you've got yourself where you're cash flowing, okay? It's automated. It's an automated downline builder system, $75. Now, again, I'm not even talking any products. I'm just talking ADB. So you get 4, they get 4, you're making $132 a month. Okay, it's costing you $75, and you're making $132, so you're cash flowing. Okay, so guess what? Just keep on doing it. If you picture this again, no guarantees, just an example of income based on the comp plan. Just with the ADB, $75 a month, you get 4, they get 4, you're making $132. When they get 4, you go to $500 a month. Then when they get 4, you go to $2,000 a month. Then when they get 4, you go to $8,000 a month. Then when they get 4, you go to more money than you can think about. Guys, this system is so simple. Again, what we designed the comp plan in such a fashion so we relate to the masses. We know there's way too many programs out there that you don't get rewarded appropriately because it's because of a depth building program. You don't get compensated for certain people. We know just as often in programs that are out there, you don't get compensated off of volume that's generated through your organization because they join too deep. We fix that with our system, and you want to go to your iClub Biz website under the opportunity section, watch the automated downline builder presentation. It'll walk you through this whole thing so you can picture it. And if you just turn it on and let it go to work for you, and then it just give it time. If you're not willing to give it 6 months, don't do it. Okay. Now we got great products, and again, as you're going to realize, between Izzy Light, Izzy Night, iPrime Java, the FBS, the skin products, the travel club is a killer. In fact, as I was going to take you through some stuff in the travel club, I'm a little late right now. I'm not going to do it, but our products are awesome. So if you're not willing to turn on the ADB, don't worry about it. Again, watch that. Watch factors. Let me do this. Let me just kind of take off the screen share just so. Now, I didn't get a chance to put all the numbers together, but I want to share this with you. Again, I'm not making any economic guarantee here, but let's say you use the system, okay? And again, and this is not even the products. This is strictly the ADB. Let's say you get 4 people who join through the ADB, and they say they like this and they join. And let's say those 4 get 4. Guys, when you get 2 levels deep, okay, you're making $132 a month. Now you might be thinking that's just you get 4 and they get 4, you're making $132 a month. In fact, let me kind of interject this right now. I had somebody that we talked to and said, well, I guess I'm a little tight for money. Maybe I'll try it for a month. Listen very carefully. If you are not willing to give this 6 months, do not do this. Do not do this unless you're willing to give it 6 months. Remember, it's a cycle of life for the prospect. You got to get them in the looking zone, okay? And again, as you start to see how this whole thing works, every month we're loading 200 leads, and we're sending out emails over 3 months. So there's literally thousands of emails that's going out every month to prospects for you. You got to give it. Now, if you're not willing to give it 6 months, don't do it. But if you're willing to give it 6 months, all of a sudden you can see the possibilities start to open up. So here's what I tell people. What if you can get this so that in 6 months from now, you've got yourself where you're cash flowing? Okay, it's automated. It's an automated downline builder system. $75. Now, again, I'm not even talking any products. I'm just talking ADB. So you get 4, they get 4. You're making $132 a month. Okay, it's costing you $75, and you're making $132, so you're cash flowing. Okay, so guess what? Just keep on doing it. If you picture this again, no guarantees, just an example of income based on the comp plan. Just with the ADB, $75 a month. You get 4, they get 4. You're making $132. When they get 4, you go to $500 a month. Then when they get 4, you go to $2,000 a month. Then when they get 4, you go to $8,000 a month. Then when they get 4, you go to more money than you can think about. Guys, this system is so simple. What we designed the comp plan in such a fashion so we relate to the masses. We know there's way too many programs out there that you don't get rewarded appropriately because it's because of a depth building program. You don't get compensated for certain people. We know just as often in programs that are out there, you don't get compensated off of volume that's generated through your organization because they join too deep. We fix that with our system, and you want to go to your iClub Biz website under the opportunity section, watch the automated downline builder presentation. It'll walk you through this whole thing so you can picture it. And if you just turn it on and let it go to work for you, and then it just give it time. If you're not willing to give it 6 months, don't do it. Okay. Now we got great products, and again, as you're going to realize, between Izzy Light, Izzy Night, iPrime Java, the FBS, the skin products, the travel club is a killer. In fact, as I was going to take you through some stuff in the travel club, I'm a little late right now. I'm not going to do it, but our products are awesome. So if you're not willing to turn on the ADB, don't worry about it. Again, watch that. Watch factors. Let me do this. Let me just kind of take off the screen share just so. Go ahead and watch that ADB system. Watch the automated downline builder presentation so you can really get a picture of how this whole thing works. Because what we talk about in the automated downline builder presentation is that there's 3 types of people that join us. You got builders. These are the people who roll their sleeves up. They do the $75 ADB. They buy products. They go to work to build organizations. And the second thing you end up with is that you have people who are they're more of a their buyer. They would really like this to work, but unfortunately they're not willing to commit the time, or not really shouldn't commit the time. They maybe lack belief. Okay, and then the third group, these are the people who are consumers. They like the products, they buy the products. What you will find as you build your organization, you're looking for builders. Look for builders, sign up the buyers along the way, and meet the needs of the consumer. I get a kick out of it. I get all these sales guys that get in this thing and they spend all the time selling products, and that's cool. It's kind of like spinning plates. And I remember back in the old days, we had these, TV shows where they show this guy get up and he'd spin the plates, and after a while he'd get 20, 30 sticks up their plates on it. Pretty soon the plates, they all fall down. If you're selling, okay, sooner or later you're going to get wore. Third group, these are the people who are consumers. They like the products, they buy the products. What you will find as you build your organization, you're looking for builders. Look for builders, sign up the buyers along the way, and meet the needs of the consumer. I get a kick out of it. I get all these sales guys that get in this thing and they spend all the time selling products, and that's cool. It's kind of like spinning plates. And I remember back in the old days, we had these, TV shows where they show this guy get up and he'd spin the plates, and after a while he'd get 20, 30 sticks up their plates on it. Pretty soon the plates, they all fall down. If you're selling, okay, sooner or later you're going to get wore out. You have to learn how to build. Successful people in this industry build. I tell people, amateurs sell, professionals build, okay? Amateurs feel stressed, professionals don't, okay? Amateurs try to convince, professionals sort. Once you start realizing that the tools do the sifting, the sorting, and starting for you, anybody can do this because anybody can use the tools. Learn how to use the tools. This is the most funnest thing that I have ever done. And it's like I tell guys, the more people that you can infect, okay. This is not an intellectual experience. It's more of a transference of a feeling, and so many people that struggle and become successful in this industry because they're trying to intellectualize it. They're trying to get people to understand it. It's kind of like trying to. How do you explain love? You can't. You feel it. Once you feel it, this is awesome. I can see this will work. Then what's the next thing? You got to infect some other people. That's all this really is, guys. It's really nothing more just infecting people. Now, let me go ahead and close the recording down here, guys.